Welcome back to Two Canadians at Kafe Lise, a Vigor podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Dr. Anton, and the other host is DJ Spencer.
Hello.
Hello. Today, we're doing the preview for season 15, Chronicles Salvation. And we've done these before. The bonus this time being now that we have a partner on staff, yeah,
Yeah.
we can show you live some of these things instead of just having to show you all screen grabs. This is all going to be screen grabs.
Yeah. And you know what? We'll, as always, we'll throw in the other partner videos and stuff in the
Yeah, absolutely.
description because we may miss some things. So
Yeah, and it's we want to encourage, we want to support all the partners and other content creators out there, just because we
definitely.
got to get the game as noticed as possible. So everybody's helping each other out. That will help boost views, right?
Yep.
So please make sure you like, share, and subscribe as we go. We appreciate it, and leave us any comments, any of your thoughts about this new season coming out, what you've seen so far in our video, in the dev stream that happened, or other partner videos. Just let us know, and that'd be great. But yeah, no, it's a interesting looking season, for sure. So I'm looking forward to it. Only when you see this is going to be 2 days left. Like by the time this is up, it'll be right at our door. So
Yep.
yeah, still working on my challenges. I have like 8 challenges to go. Some are very close, but there's like a few that are like I don't know if I'll get them. The vinyl's killing me. It's the vinyl. I need one vinyl.
Yeah, you know what, Doc? I know I had that same one at the beginning of the season, and I think like after 2-3 weeks, I was like, no, I'm just re-rolling it. Just because it's the RNG of it, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not
I've been
gonna
going
chance it.
hard. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
going hard on battery, and almost every encounter I can usually get to where the vinyl is, whatever vinyl is there, but it's never the one I want. Or
Yeah.
on a few occasions it's been gone. So it's like someone's already grabbed it. It's like,
Yeah.
"Mm, give me my vinyl."
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the new season here, Chronicles Salvation. Um yeah, so we have a few different ways we're going to show things. We, like I said, we do have some screen grabs, so we have some slideshows we'll go through, but then we also have some live footage we can show you as DJ now has access to the preview builds, so he can show us this
Yeah.
live as we go.
Yeah.
Um,
And I gotta say, it was pretty cool actually being able to stream the preview build for the first time ever last week. So it was
that's
definitely cool. It was neat.
yeah, that's
So
awesome. So yeah, the first thing we'll show you here is just the little blurb that pops up with the new season, what to expect, or what's coming in the season 15, the battle pass, obviously, experience Myren. So now Myren, full map, no longer just shootout. Dominate the battlefield with the new sniper rifle. It's the L96, so another L series, another British uh, weapon. And we'll go through its stats, and show you what it looks like and how it sounds when we get to that part. And then there's there's a new animation or visualization now with the shelter as you upgrade your shelter.
yeah.
So if you haven't already maxed out your shelter, you can look forward to this. I know there's a on PlayStation, and I don't think I finished on PlayStation yet, and I still have lots to go on Switch. So I'll see how they look on those consoles for sure. And the only thing we can't show you is there's a new premium pack coming out this season, as they typically do, called the One-Eyed Menace. So that'll be interesting to see. So we won't
Yeah.
actually get to see that till the season's live.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know it's not a whole lot of bullet points, but there's additional things as well that we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But and I'm sure there's other things too that we don't know about because the change log doesn't go live until the season actually goes live, right? So
Yeah. All we have is
we'll
the same as you, this little abbreviated sort of what's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, on the starting screen of the preview build, same thing. I could hit X to view the preview build, but it doesn't actually work, right? Because, like I said, it's not live. And then
Right.
that's another thing too. Just a reminder, this is the preview build, so anything that we do talk about may not actually make it into the actual season. So
That's right. Yeah, there could be changes. Typically, they're pretty good that way. When it's live, it's usually but there's always that caveat just in case, right? Because if something, even though it looks fine here, when they go to make it live, they realize, oh, something's wrong with this animation or something's wrong with this cosmetic. It could, there could be something that changes. So, uh, FYI. But yeah, we'll go through the battle pass first here. So let's bring that up.
all right.
Okay, here we go.
You want to start us off,
So
Doc?
yeah, so yeah, it's interesting. I haven't seen too much of this. Like I did briefly see it when they showed it. So this season, I'm not quite sure where they're going with it. It looks almost like a worker kind of. It's like your
Uh
casual
no,
workman kind of
it's like a first responder.
first responder. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was looking at this, I'm thinking, well, it almost looks like a guy working on the street. But yeah, first responder. No, that's great though. It's a nice urban survivor laborer, and no, I kind of like it. I do like it. It's a more of a casual look, but it's a good look. It's a good skin.
Yeah. I like the
I like his
cassette player.
chucks.
The
Oh,
Chucks?
you're saying you like the you like his cassette player. I'm looking right
Yeah,
at his shoes, the
yeah,
chucks. I like the Vigor
they're
chucks.
they're literally like, old school Converse, sneakers
Yeah,
type thing. Yeah, I definitely like that. Honestly, like, as we go through, I think overall cosmetically, like, this is, like, one of my more favorite, seasons.
yeah. And now I'm thinking I want a pair of Vigor chucks. So yeah. So what's next? Oh, I'll go through the first 5 levels here.
Yeah,
And then yeah, okay. So the first next is this is the new L96 sniper with when you have the battle pass, the first skin you get, which is called the Matai.
yeah.
So that's actually a nice that's a nice skin actually. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's like a tribal
Yeah.
skin. And one thing that just to note, look how early you actually get your first L96. Uh
Yeah.
You literally get it on the free tier at level 2, which is, like, pretty much you go into an encounter, boom, you're gonna get it. So,
Yeah.
uh,
You'll
very
have
nice.
one L96 to play with
Yeah,
until it's
yeah,
done. You're
but
gone.
it's like you're able to,
Yeah.
like, go to back to your shelter, you'll unlock the shooting range
Yeah.
challenges, so, uh,
You'll
yeah,
get
I
them right away.
definitely look
You
at
can
it.
go into your bunker and look at it on the wall, so pretty
Yeah.
fairly quickly.
Well,
Th oh, what?
yeah, I guess so.
Well, you won't
The
have the plan
blueprint
on the
won't
wall,
there.
but
Yeah,
no, the blueprint won't be there until later, but
yeah,
you'll have the rifle there.
yeah,
Next is one of the new gloves, the Guardian gloves in black. So, yeah, these look like nice gloves.
yeah,
Um, one of the fingers, of course, is cut out, or a couple of the fingers are cut out for
yeah,
shooting
3.
on both sides. Yeah,
Yeah,
which is nice.
yeah,
Usually in the past, like I think it's usually been one glove has been set up for shooting, not both. So even though there's no real left-handed, right-handed in the game, it kind of gives you the illusion there is.
yep,
Then we get the leather backpack, tan brown. So it's a kind of a plain looking backpack, at least just this version of it, but it's a nice backpack. I like the
yeah.
style.
I definitely like it too.
Yeah. Then we get the motocross helmet, X Racing, so a new style helmet. Um, and then we've seen that kind of mask before, just without a
Yeah,
helmet. That style of
yep,
mask. So it's kind of cool now they have a whole set with it. And then you get your first XP bump at 20%.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So next, you have the Delta Strike Mask, deep blue.
And it's kind of interesting. It's a full head mask, so it takes the hat spot, and so you can't have anything on top with it, even though all it really is a strap along the back. But I guess it interferes with most hats, maybe. I don't know.
Have to try it out, but
Yeah.
be curious. Next, tactical helmet, Ghost Army. I kind of like this one. You get a few of these in the battle pass, uh, but it's very cool. Like you have the little pack on the back of the head that actually says Vigor with the Vigor V as well.
Yeah,
Um, and then the little badges on each side.
and
Very
the uh, the tactical earphones or whatever for helping, even though
Yep.
in the game they make no difference. It's just that's what that to help with amplifying sounds supposedly in the while you're out there.
Yeah. Next, Fresh Stitches face paints. So this one, I don't know if you can see it too well, Doc, and how our
You can
viewers are
see
going to
it.
be
He
able
has
to.
like a
But
yeah
you have one above. Oh wait, sorry, wrong eyebrow. So one above
yeah
the right one, one right on the left eyebrow, and then one just above the lip. Uh, so you have three basically scars or stitches on the head.
okay
That's it. It's not just a single one. There's three of them. I just wasn't sure how well it kind of like showed off on the stream.
right
Next, we have another new gun cosmetic for the season, tagged, uh, kind of like graffiti-ish. I kind of like it. I'm not a big fan of like super flashy ones, but this one is kind of cool. I do kind of like this one with the mix of colors and whatnot.
yeah
I'm not quite sure what the like circle symbol is supposed to mean or whatnot, but I
right
definitely kind of like it. I feel like it would go well with like season 14's like the big skin at level 50, with the spray
yeah.
paint
That's
and
what I was
everything like
thinking
that.
too because it has the neon colored spray paints on it, so these would definitely I think pair well with that.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for my cat to hit something and turning everything off as we go. But no, so far so good.
And then next, we get our first look at this season's title, Salvation One Boy Scout. It's basically like a Swiss Army knife that's in rough shape.
Yeah,
Uh,
like those not the Swiss Army knives, but more like those
they're
Leathermans,
multi-tool.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the multi-tools. Which was interesting too, because this is the first time I've noticed, like if you look at the splash screen, we can't see the full splash screen because we have stuff up here. But if you look at the top, just above his screen share, um, it looks like they had the multi-tool badge on that one crate just above.
Okay.
Um, that's the first time I went through old slash screens
Just
looking
to
for
see.
other times where they've maybe put like the badge somewhere, but I couldn't find other times. So maybe this is a new thing they're doing,
Oh, okay.
or if they had done it before, they were hidden really well. But this one is like pretty front and center, so it's
Okay.
kind of cool.
Yeah, because like I noticed some of the other editions on the splash screen, but I did not actually notice the title. Good catch.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of
Um,
cool. I thought.
so then you also get your first taste of some crowns and another 5 XP boost.
And then the next levels, we get the trekking backpack in tan. So this is very similar to a few other backpacks they have where they have the rolled up things with them, but it is a new unique one. It's kind of cool. It has like a little saw on the side, um,
Yep.
so maybe a few more things you can do with it, and the flashlight on the shoulder, which is kind of cool.
And
Yeah,
some kind of bottle of alcohol on the other side,
yeah,
on the
or
side of it.
something. Yeah, it looks like alcohol, so most likely, yeah. Interesting. Then we get the protective goggles in indigo. So these are kind of neat. Like the first time we've had like protective goggles. We have had other types of goggles, but um, yeah, these ones are interesting. Yeah,
Very stylish for
yeah, yeah, totally.
for protective goggles, anyways.
And then we get the other looks like major skin that's going to be in this pass, which is what the slap dash for the
Yeah,
PKM. So not quite as bright as the other one, but again, it looks very much like it's been patched together a lot with different types of tape and such.
yeah. I find this one kind of like similar to the current season. What is it called? Plated, where it's almost like a rusted metal on top of it.
Right.
Because like the main middle portion of the gun is it kind of looks like that. And what's kind of
Yeah.
neat is like the stock and like the hand grip are actually, they kind of look like they're made out of wood. So
Yeah.
it I kind of like this.
That looks
Neat.
good on this for sure.
Yeah.
Then we get another XF2 helmet flash over. Yeah, that's a That's interesting. It's a good helmet. I like that helmet. Little
Uh,
little flashlight on the side. Like, a lot of these first responder little touches, right?
yeah.
Flashlights everywhere to help see, and
Uh, I look at this and I think of Star Wars. I'm not like this
a
guy's about to
a
fly
little,
an
eh?
X-wing fighter.
Yeah. Then you get the brawler's gloves, and so these look similar to some other gloves we've had in the past, but now they have these kind of like spikes on the
Yeah.
knuckles.
So so again, I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's like bolts. So it looks like it's a bolt that they like glued
Yeah,
on to the knuckles and they like literally like hacksawed them on angles type thing. So
yeah,
I think they're very creative. I like it.
yeah. No, they're pretty cool. And then you get another 5% XP boost. Okay.
And now level 16, you have the Winter Mask Solid Black. Uh, I'm not one to wear masks, but I think this one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of curious. We're in Canada; it's cold. I'd be curious to actually get one of these and see how practical it is.
Mhm.
Uh,
I've seen people in life like wearing similar type styles of
yeah.
face coverings in the winter. Yeah.
Next, another gun skin, like the whole line. Really, you could actually get a
Mm,
bunch of these also in the cosmetic shop.
okay.
Ember, so it kind of looks like embers from a fire.
Yeah, that's
Very
actually
nice.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like this one too. Next, watch cap, Black Despair. So looks like a kind of knitted cap, but it kind of looks like there's blood or some kind of like liquid that's poured on top of it. The
Right.
patch says "out of this world," and it kind of looks like there's like an alien spaceship or something like that. And then there's like a little like safety pin next to it.
Yeah.
And then on here on the side it says anti you, and then it's like a handmade crosshair type thing from the looks of
Oh.
it on the patch. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh very neat, kind of funny. um
Yeah.
I don't it
That's
kind of
nice.
goes with the like out of this world type thing, right? uh Anyone
Mhm.
who saw like the April Fool's video, they made a video that made it sound like aliens were coming to get us, and it was like life was a simulation done by aliens. So
Yep.
next, we have the tactical backpack, khaki brown. So on the back of it, you actually have like a few tools. It looks like there's a knife and some kind of like reacher device. Uh, I don't know what that thing is at the bottom that's horizontal, but
Yeah.
maybe a shovel. It's hard to tell.
Maybe.
And then I don't know what that orange thing is hanging off the back of it. On the side, you have like it looks like pliers. They're all kind of connected to the backpack
Yeah.
with some wiring. Um,
Yeah, I'm
but
not sure
yeah,
what that orange thing's supposed to be either.
I definitely like the backpack.
I wonder if it's
It
supposed to
looks
be
good.
like something you can spread out, or to help draw attention, you grab it out and
Oh, maybe.
unfold it or something. And yeah, to help as a like h- get help. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
interesting.
Next, at the Salvation level 2 Tinkerer title. So again, it's just an improved version of the previous title. So you have a couple other tools. It looks a little cleaner, not as rusted, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then you're also getting another 75 crowns and 10 XP. And then one more thing too.
Yeah.
The free tier, you actually get this threat mark face paint, which
That's new. That's kind of
it
neat.
is. Yeah, and honestly, I think this one's going to be popular, and I'm a little surprised this one here would be on the free tier, because I would think like
Yeah.
something like this, like something that might be like sought after, would be in
Sought
like the
after.
premium tier. Yes, that. Thank you. So anyways, this is one of two cosmetics that you get out of the free tier. But definitely cool. Um, and it's just on the one side, just under. It's a tattoo of the threat symbol under the
Yep.
left eye. So yeah, so that's
Okay.
level 20.
Yeah. The next at 21, we get the Street Rider and Hardwood, which is kind of neat. Um, so they look like a wood finish looking style helmet. Um, the Hessen's kind of neat. I like this one.
Yeah, it's
I think
got
this is
the
the
nice
first
little
of this
visor.
version we've seen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's very nice. Next version of the Guardian gloves in tan.
yeah, that one.
The roll top backpack, leather brown. So kind of a plain backpack, but it's a good one for the that style.
Yep, suits the season.
And then the next Matai for the La Chiave shotgun. It almost no, maybe it almost looks kind of greenish. It has the white things, but then the gun underneath is kind of greenish. So that's kind of cool. It makes it look good. I like how it looks.
Yeah, I think the green accents are just the gun itself, but
Yeah, I think it is definitely the gunmetal, then with the white painting over it, which is neat. Because I'm not used to seeing it like that. Because I always take other skins out, right? So it's been so long since I've seen the base skin.
yeah,
And then we had the first responder smoke jumper. This is kind of cool. An outfit that's definitely been made for going out in fires and such.
yeah. And what's cool too is we're gonna have outfits that actually are gonna make use of our fire helmets that we've had for quite a few seasons
Yeah,
now.
yeah, they pair perfectly with them for sure. If only they made you fire resistant. But not that there's fire in this anyways, but
Oh,
if there
maybe there
was,
is, and maybe there is.
maybe, yeah, it could be coming. Maybe that's why.
Yeah,
A little hint. Okay.
yeah,
And then we get our next XP boost at 15%.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So by that point, you're at what 35, 40, what 40%,
Yeah.
I think, or maybe a little
Uh,
more. Yeah.
I know overall at the end of it, you're going to get 135%
Okay.
at the end of the day. I don't remember like the iterations, but
Yeah.
overall it's 135. Um, so level 26, improvise eye patch striped. So basically like a garment that they use as an eye
Yeah. And
patch,
this
and
is
it's just a
a
striped
a
one.
new one too. Like a totally new cosmetic. So we've
Yeah.
had eye patches in the past, but this is like a new one.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first time we had one covering this eye, because all the others that I can recall have always covered the other. So it's kind of neat.
You know what's creeping me out, and I don't know if so as I was getting ready for this, and I was looking at the battle pass, I don't know. This has been creeping me out because you guys might not be able to see this, but he is actually blinking, and
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if this is the first time that they've blinked or not, but it's
I
freaking me
don't think
out.
so.
I don't know. Like I don't pay attention, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Usually when we're doing this, it's screenshots. It's not live or anything. But last night I'm looking at, it, I'm like, person's blinking.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I think they've blinked for a while because I have noticed this. There's quite a few times where their eyes are janky,
oh, okay,
and so I think I've noticed that they've been blinking for a while, but I
okay.
couldn't say for sure.
Next we got tag for the SVU, so looks cool. It looks good, but I don't think it's going to take away from what I currently have, which I think is either arrested or like one of the scrim wrap ones or something along
Yeah,
the
the
lines. But
scrims are really nice, and yeah, there's a few new like the Bolton, the Rusted, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
Next we have an inner circle face paint. So there's like a I don't know what kind of
yeah, just
tattoo
under
that
his
is,
eye.
but just
Yeah,
under his eye, right eye, there's a tattoo um, for, I guess, inner circle. Don't know what that means, but that's at level 28. Level 29, we have a motocross helmet, golden tooth. So it's motocross helmet with kind of like bluish goggles, and the kind of like face covering portion of it uh, is kind of like I'm not going to say it's gold, but it's like gold colored. Uh, but all these motocross helmets, by the way, have the same kind of stickers. The placement is just a little different. So, like on this one side, it says Eagle Moon, uh, and then I think that's like a little happy face, just on the left side of the brim.
okay.
And then over here, there's like a clover leaf that says "Lucky Me," and then the Crazy Fire sticker. as well. So they all iterations of this motocross helmet kind of have those stickers on them. Next, we are going to the title Salvation 3, which again they've added some more tools to it. There's like the cork or the
Yeah, now you
corker.
get a corkscrew, so if you find some wine out there, you can open it
Yeah,
up.
quite a few out there.
Yeah,
But yeah, a little more color. Well, the color is different because it's yellow and black now for the most part. There's
and the black
electrical tape.
almost looks like carbon fiber, but maybe not. It's hard to
Yeah, I'm
tell,
not. I'm
but
not
yeah,
quite sure.
yeah, it looks good.
And now we're getting at level 30. You're getting 125 crowns between the free tier and the premium tier, and you're getting another 15 XP booster.
Nice. And then we go to the next from 31 to 35. We get the sport glasses, ice turquoise. So another new type of glass. Yeah, it looks like your common kind of wraparound sports sunglasses.
Yeah,
Nice.
and on the band on the sides, it actually says Vigor on
Oh,
the left
nice.
side. The other side's taped up, but just that
Yeah.
left side, it says actually Vigor on it.
And then we get the fortified cap, scam. So it's kind of needs like a colander that's on a cap, like a
Yeah,
baseball cap with a bunch of stuff added to it.
yeah.
Something on the I can't quite read it from here.
No problem. I'll read it. So it says bulletproof on it. Yeah. So
You might be really stretching that. I don't know, buddy.
yeah, it kind of goes with like the tin foil thing and whatnot. But
Yeah,
I
totally.
like this for the irony and everything of
Yeah,
it. So,
it's kind of cool. It's fun. Yeah.
oh yeah,
You get the slapdash for the A1. Um, yeah, again, so it's some more tape, different colors tapes, wrapping things up. I don't see any kind of wood accents like the other one kind of had, but
no, no.
yeah,
It,
but it
it
is nice.
it's kind of interesting. So
Yeah.
between where the grip is and where the magazine is on the body of the gun, it's like they're stitching as if like
Oh,
someone got stitches. So I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. It's a little
Interesting.
interesting touch.
Yeah. Then we get work gloves. We get some beige work gloves. Can you imagine running out in the outlands with work gloves?
Yeah,
It's hard to do anything in work gloves, these kind of
yeah,
gardening gloves or whatever. So it'd be like,
yeah. And it's like I have a pair of these in the garage. Actually, I probably have a
oh,
couple of
I think
them. Like
everybody does. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a rite of passage. Everybody has to own these. Yeah.
yeah.
And then we get the next version of the turnout gear emergency. And each one's a little different, which is kind of cool. Like this one has like 'cause I think the other one had a bag across the back. That might have been a different outfit actually.
No, no.
This one,
Oh no,
it
you're right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But still, it looks good, with the red vest and the yellow, responders kind of, jacket
yep.
and the
That's very
blue
cool.
pants, really, yeah, very cool. And 15%, XP boost.
Yep. Level 36 to 40. So 36, we get a leather backpack indigo. Uh, so it's like honestly, I had a school bag like this when I was a
Yeah?
kid, pretty much. So it has like the flap with the pouch that has like, pretty much like shoelaces to open it and close it, and then two pouches at the lower end of it uh, with zippers. Like, yeah, I pretty much had this in like grade school. So
Yeah.
bring back memories. Not this color, but it,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I like it. Uh, Next, we have the Matai skin again for the UK VZ59. So I kind of like this skin. It's growing on me.
Yeah, and it's a good skin, yeah.
We're getting another Delta Strike Mask, a solid black. So similar to the other one, except this one is just all black. Next, we have the face guard, a solid black. So, you'll see people, protect their noses and whatnot.
Yep.
So essentially, it's just leather straps covering the orbital area, I guess, of the
Mhm.
face. And then again, level 40, we're getting the next title, Salvation 4, Jack of all trades. Now they've actually added some more tools. So there's like an axe, a hammer at the bottom,
Yep.
and there's like a steel plate at the back of it. Uh, and it's like, yeah, they're just looking better and better. This one
Yeah.
has like orange and black, essentially as
I
the
I
accents
really like
colors.
the coloring of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do too. And then we're getting between the free tier and the premium tier, 150 crowns, and you're getting another 20 XP boost.
Nice. Then going from 41 to 45, we're back to the tagged skin on the Remy this time. It looks it actually looks really cool. I kind of like it.
Yep.
Um, on here. Not, yeah, I don't. Again, it's not probably one I would use a lot, but I could see situations where I'd go out in it for sure.
Yep.
Then we get the wired cap team red. So it's a backwards ball cap, but then it has a bunch of little things on it, like some wires and
Yep.
stuff. I'm not. Again, this might be leading back to the whole thing with the tinfoil hat kind of thing. Where putting wires on here to help protect you from mind reading. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
trying to guess here.
And just so you guys know, like I know Doc, you probably can't see it. So the patch on the back of the head, it's the Vigor V knives. So the Vigor
Yep.
V, and it says team. I think it like even now it's like hard to see, but it's like it's almost like it's been hand kind of like scratched into the badge. So that's what that patch says. And then on the side, the circle. So if you look at it, it's like a crosshair of the scope. So the top left says one, top right says shot, bottom left says one, and then bottom right says kill. So one shot, one kill is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that says.
And this is
Uh,
sort of going back to the whole Team Red, like eliminations. I'm thinking. I wonder if this
uh,
ties in to
no,
the
maybe.
teams on eliminations, maybe.
Yeah, and yeah, there's like bottle caps holding the wires and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of funny.
Then we got the Guardian gloves in camo. So the next version of those gloves.
Yep,
Then finally you get the at level 44, you get the plans for the L96.
yep,
Yeah. And then the heavy duty last deployment version of this outfit. Now this I like the color combinations in this one. It's darker. It's got the red pants and the dark, the blackish outfit with some highlights, like the yellow highlights. It's kind of cool.
yep.
And
And
that's
it
like
almost,
rope, I think, or is that looks? It looks
yeah,
like rope that's going
yeah,
around. Yeah,
it looks like
it
climbing
is.
rope, like mountaineering rope, right? So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
it's very cool.
And then you get last another 30%. Oh yeah, that's probably your last
Yeah,
30% boost there. Yeah.
yeah. And then level 46 to 50. So you start off with the bandana mask, black orange. So you literally have a bandana, a black bandana. There's like a improvised eye patch over the left eye, and then there's also like my God, what's the schmog type thing?
Yeah,
It's
kinda.
kind of like that,
It was kinda
similar
like the
kind of
other
thing.
mask that we saw that was only the mask, a little bit too.
Oh, maybe. Well, no, because it doesn't.
May
I
yeah.
don't think it's the winter one because it doesn't have the whole like I don't know. There's some kind of like breathing port or something on
Oh,
like the
that's
right
true.
hand side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think this is just cloth. So, but yeah, so that's level 46. You're getting another ember skin for the bugle. I think this one is going to be very popular with like
Mhm.
everyone who runs the bugle. I think this is going to be very, very popular.
For sure.
Next, you're looking at the XF3 helmet backdraft. Uh, very cool helmet. Another first responder one. Uh,
Yeah.
just different colors a little bit, but very neat.
Yep.
Next, you have the roll top backpack moss green. So again, similar to the previous one, this one is just a green in color. Uh,
I think it works a little better just because, like, the straps are,
yeah,
like, a
ca-
reddish color, and so
leather. Yeah,
they work well together, whereas the other one was very kind of one color for the
yep,
everything, right? This looks nice, a little nicer.
yep. Then you have Salvation 5, the last title, True Survivor. So you add on to it. There's barbed wire and like a circular saw blade on the back of it. I don't think there's any other tools, but now you have like a wood finish to the handles with kind of
Yep.
like a blue silverish highlights to it.
Yeah, highlights, yeah.
So very cool. I really like this title. And then
Mhm.
you're getting another 200 crowns, and you're getting
Wow.
three special issue crates.
Whoa, 3
Um,
crates.
yeah, and at the free tier, if you finish the whole battle pass on the free tier, you get Urban Survivor Drifter, and this skin is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like the Rivals jackets a little bit. The shoulders are a little different, but
Mhm.
I really like it. It looks really really cool. There's like a hood to it. Again, it's got the cassette. It's got the Vigor kind of Converse
Yeah.
kicks to it, and it kind of has like a leather jacket to them. There's a couple of like buttons or like stickers on the chest, uh, on the right chest. There's like the Cubert or the Pac-Man Ghost, and
Oh,
then the other two I can't really make out. So, uh, but yeah, really, really, really like this one. This is
yep.
like, out of all the level 50 skins, like, honestly, like, this is probably my favorite.
Yeah,
Uh,
I could definitely see going out in this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's, the battle pass. So again, you end up with 135, XP boost at the end, and I believe, the quick math I did on stream, I think it's 700 crowns, so you're getting, like, 10 extra crowns, uh, from the cost that you're paying for 'em.
Yeah, so you're making back what you paid it for, and it's a little bit. Not as
Yeah,
generous as it used to be, but still a little bit. You're getting something. So
yeah.
that's nice. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll go and show you some of the additional cosmetics that are showing up in the in the cosmetic shop, and a lot of them are variations of some of the new ones from this battle pass. So when we go to this one, we see it starts out with the bandana mask, white lime. So it has the white bandana with the lime mask, um, Delta Strike mask in Flecktarn camo. Another, and then we can't. These are just
Oh,
screenshots, so we can't rotate them. But he can always bring them up as we're going. But if we want, this is the fortified cap domestic type. So
yeah. So, uh, so on that piece of cardboard, it's a
yeah,
drawing of a house, and like someone drew like a three stick figure family and a tree.
that's kind of funny. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then there's the other fortified cap heckler. What does the cap say?
So this one says "shoot me."
Oh my, that's gonna be. I can see that be coming out there. You
Yeah.
got some jokers out there. It's going to be out there
Oh yeah.
for sure. What's next? We got some more, a couple more versions of the improvised eye patch. This is the dot pattern. So it's a little hard to see, but it's dotted. You can see it has like a dotted look to it. The next one is the royal. Not sure what's royal about it.
Yeah, because it's not even like a royal blue or anything like that. It doesn't look
Yeah. No. Okay.
like no signs or anything, symbols or anything from what I
Yeah.
can see.
Another version of the motocross helmet, redhead. So yeah, it looks good. It's a nice one. Not bad. Then we got a couple street riders. We have Junior. Um, so very very colorful. Might go well with some of those bright cosmetics like the skin from this season, and those gun ones that are very fluorescent.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and this one here on the head where the blue area is, it's
Yeah.
actually, in white. That's the Vigor knives, in white.
Yeah. And then there's another street rider, which is Rampage. So it's like a black mask with sort of a white top. So it's not bad. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, this one here has, like, an etching of, like, an alien head on, like, the left-hand side, and then there's a, like, skull and crossbone, kinda, like, above the head on the right-hand side.
Okay. What else we got here? So, we'll show you a couple of shots of the tactical helmet here. There's a ghoul version. There's like and the sort of the side and the back of it. Um, and then there's also the hangman version, the side and the back. So looks this one's a bit
Yeah.
more camo, and a little looks like it has a covering, like a cloth covering up to it, whereas the other one looks a lot more smooth. The ghoul looks like a smooth helmet.
Yep.
Then we're back to the watch caps. The watch caps has a so we saw that previous one on the battle pass. There's a crimson red version available here. So it looks like the other one, just in red. Then we got a team blue wired cap. So we had team red was in the battle pass. We got team blue here, and I think there's a couple shots of it. And then there's
Yep.
also a team green. So it's red, blue,
Yep.
and green.
Yep. And
So yeah,
the green one looks almost like an army camo too.
a little bit. Yeah, it does
Yeah.
almost look like it could be a little bit of a camo to it. Yeah. And then we have a fire duty version of the XF1 helmet. And then we got a crimson red version of that face guard. So the one in the battle pass was the sort of black, looked like leather. So now we have a crimson red version. And then there's also a Fleck Tarn camo version as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the camo one. I'm not a big fan of that one, but the red one's kind of neat.
Yeah.
There's a couple more versions of the protective goggles, crimson and olive. So like so the one that came in the battle pass I think was indigo, or
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was something like that. Yeah,
Uh,
it was like
yeah, it was
purplish, I
indigo.
think. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. We have another version of the winter mask in a Flecktarn camo as well. And yeah, and you can definitely see in this it has like the breathing holes like you're mentioning on the other one. Yeah.
Yep.
And it fits a little tighter than the one that comes with the bandana one. There's another version of the work gloves. So it's like classic work gloves. And then a gray version of them as well. Then we have brawler's gloves, executioner. So just another coloring of them, but they still look the same. So it looks yeah,
Yeah.
look kind of cool. A worn out version of the leather backpack. It's
Yeah.
like the one
That one looks really good.
yeah, it does look good. Yeah, it's a nice one. Another version of the roll top in deep blue. So that one's not too bad. I think I still like the one that's in the past a little bit better, the one that came at the end, but this one
Yeah.
looks nice too. Another version of the tactical, a couple more versions, Spec Ops, um, and then a swamp green. I think Spec Ops being a little darker, or kind of like maybe a little bit more, but they both look nice. And the last one that's available in here is the trekking backpack, Dirty Denim. So yeah, that one looks actually pretty good. It almost looks yeah, because that's obviously I was thinking a yoga mat at the top, but those are
It,
similar
yeah.
to those camping mats, right? Like the ones you put
Yeah.
underneath your back your sleeping bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice. But yeah, that's all the ones that are showing up in the preview
Yeah.
store, so they should show up in ours as well.
Yeah. At least that I think they do. Uh, Also, I don't know if I thought I had given a screenshot of it, but
We did.
I
Um,
the bugle
I
skin.
can, yeah, I can show it. I had it in the other
I
other
have it
list
up.
here.
I have it up now if you want.
I can bring it up here because I had it.
Okay,
I have it. Ooh, am I on the
because
right?
I think this is going to be another popular bugle
Oh,
skin. Maybe
yeah,
not as much as Ember, but I saw this in the shop. So this might not. I have a feeling you're not going to be able to buy this right off the hop.
there it
There
is.
it is, the Norway flag bugle F1 skin.
Yeah,
And this is not something that is in the actual cosmetic shop. It's only in the featured shop. So
Yeah.
who knows if like it might just be like a one-off sale at some point in the featured item or
We'll see
featured
if it
shop.
shows
So
up right away or if it, yeah, shows up
yeah,
eventually. It's a little, it's kind of neat. The only thing is it because it has like the multiple crisscrosses. It it doesn't look quite, because the Norwegian flag is, I think, just a single cross, right?
yeah,
So yeah, it just seems like there's too many crosses like showing
yeah,
up on the skin, and I think it's just because the way they're doing them now is more of a wrap quite often.
yeah.
Um, that's why it looks like that.
And I don't know if it's a new. I think it's a new bag, but I'm not 100% sure. That bottom right corner
Oh yeah,
tile,
yeah.
that is an Outlander bag called Denim Patchwork, and it has like a Norway cup as well. Um,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah.
I
Here, I can show
think that might
yours.
be new. Yeah, I was
I'll
just
just
looking
show.
at it, and I honestly think it might
Yeah,
be new as well.
that could be. Yeah,
So, we do have some other ones. Because I think was there not an anniversary version of this?
there is.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's anniversary because there's some Christmas bags. I don't think this is one of the
yeah.
Christmas ones. Yeah,
But yeah, so I think this is a new one as well.
yeah,
Um,
could
so
be.
very very
Nice.
nice, very good looking
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so lots of different cosmetics that seem to be showing up in the shop.
shops.
So yeah, additional versions of the ones that are coming in the battle pass, which is kind of cool. Next, we'll show you some clips that we've taken, that or we DJ took in the the Myren map,
Yeah,
to show you some of the new things. So we'll go through them here. This the first one's the border crossing. So I'll get
yeah.
it going here.
Uh, so this basically this is around the border crossing, which is on Shootout. You can actually go up the tower. There's many towers throughout the map. You can go up all of them, from what I can tell. But you could actually get on top of the actual border crossing, which
That's
is
pretty cool.
pretty amazing. And you could actually
Yeah.
see how far and wide the map actually is. I did like I from one spot I would ping north and south and east and west, and it is roughly I think 100,000 meters to a kilometer wide. Uh,
Oh,
and I think Dizzy had mentioned that he had done some measurements and some and whatnot, but it is one of the bigger maps. Even though I thought they had not said it wasn't going to be one of the bigger ones, but
yeah.
there's two ways to get up: the watchtower, and you jump over, and then there's a ladder on the opposite side. So,
Okay.
um, but yeah, it is a
Next one
vast
is,
map.
yeah, yeah. It looks huge, so it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to try it out.
Yeah,
Next one is the minefield.
yeah. So they've introduced minefields. So there's multiple minefields, uh, and then as you can see, there's little markers with a skull, uh, kind of indicating like, hey, there's death here. Um, and so there's no audio cue to the landmines until you actually step on one. Then you have like the kind of like actuator or pin drop sound that gets triggered. You can't just stand and stay in place to keep it activated. It will still trigger after so many seconds. The damage is varies from
If you're
range. So
yeah, if
if
you're like right on it, it's a lot of damage. It looks like. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty close to 50% of like a full bar.
Hmm.
Um, like if you don't have adrenaline and you're just trying to run through one type thing and jump, I think it's maybe like 10 to 15% of your bar. Um, but you could destroy them. I've been playing around with like different things, like, but it's hard to get a grenade to land right on one type thing, or
Yeah.
like a flashbang and whatnot. But it looks like you can kind of set them off with stuff. I love the addition of it because imagine you're going, radiation's coming in, and you have to go through a minefield and you don't know where they are. Like visually you'll see them but you can't hear them
Yeah.
until it's too late. So it's like you have to be careful or whatnot. How is it going to affect people who just run and gun all the time? Is it going to affect them, slow them down, whatnot? And so it looks like they're fixed in place, but there's like a number of them. So
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Next one you have called New Outbuilding.
yeah. So this is just a new building I kind of noticed running around. I haven't seen the whole map, but this is literally like it's bigger than a shed, but
Yeah.
it's a new looking building. There's actually like 5 of them in total that I've kind of noticed that are kind of new. So it's nice to see new buildings or assets being put up in place.
Yeah.
This one has like a chalkboard and whatnot with notes on it, and I was just like pointing at it, but
That's cool.
it's just kind of cool to see. This one
Yeah.
here is on like the western front uh, of
Well,
the map.
yeah, it's nice that they're doing some new buildings, right? Because we get so used to the old ones that are littered all over the place.
Yeah,
So some new styles is nice. I like it.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and this one here looks like it was made by like the Vigor team because it kind of follows the same kind of like pattern or feel type thing.
Right.
Um, we'll
Next one is
see further
Police
on.
Station. Okay.
So these are 2 new buildings. I believe they're both called police stations. These are brand new. They're massive buildings. Uh, Unfortunately, you can't actually go inside them.
That's too bad.
Um, they mentioned on the dev stream that the plan is though in a future release or future update that you will be able to go inside.
Oh, okay.
You could pretty much get on top of each building from almost every side by stacked boxes. I think one has like a ladder and whatnot. This is kind of somewhat in the middle. It's just west of um, the border crossing, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, but it's kind of cool. I got to the top and I kind of like panned around to kind of show around how
Yeah.
big it is. And across the street is the other building as well. Again, it kind of uses the same kind of like outside look of the other buildings that they have used in the past, but it's literally a brand new building.
Yeah.
So it's definitely cool to see. There's like a lot of stuff all around. Like it's part of the thing. This map, I'm so interested in seeing how this is going to play out because
Yeah.
it doesn't look like a massive map until you actually run around on it. Like it's going to be a 12-player lobby. There's 15 points of interest. There's 4 exits: north, south, east, west. You could have 3 different weather biomes, I guess you could call them. Like daytime, nighttime, and it's like a snowy slash foggy map. Same thing with the shootout. Uh, so it is pretty cool, and like you can see a couple of the watchtowers in that clip as well.
Yeah.
Uh, it is very neat.
Cool.
Hey!
All right. And then this last clip we have is the workers' settlement.
Yeah, so this is one of the points of interest. And this one, there's one building. I don't play DayZ, but I'm 100% sure, or 99.9% sure it is a DayZ building. I don't know about this wood log one, but this is another new building
Yeah.
in the game. It looks good. I'm a little curious because you know how some buildings, Doc, there's like an open attic space and then there's like planks above.
Yep.
I'm sure at some point someone's going to try to get up there and make it up there.
Well, because in some of the other buildings currently, there are ones you can get up into those planks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious. And then there's like
Yeah.
photos on the wall, so I was just kind of curious. And then I ran across because this is the new building, and yeah, anyone who plays DayZ, I'm
Yeah.
hoping they're gonna like agree with me that kind of is a DayZ building. But
It looks like it because I haven't played a lot of DayZ, but I have played a little bit, and I see what you're saying. It does look like it could be out of DayZ for sure.
yeah, and I think there's like, so there's 3 doors on the main floor that you can get into the building, and then
Yeah.
there's a stairwell or staircase on the outside that gets you to the 2nd floor. Um, so it's a big enough space.
Yeah.
Uh, it is. It, I'm seriously excited about like the addition of the new buildings and like how massive they are. Just because like when you think about it, massive buildings, it's like how many do we have actually in bigger? Like we don't have a lot. Like we have what the boss's office in
Sawmill
on
is a good
Fisk.
sized building.
Yeah, it's a decent, but like there's not a
Yeah.
lot of rooms. Like
No, but it's like a big open space. But yeah,
yeah, but it's like yeah, so we don't have like a ton of it. So
the
uh
train station's not huge, but it's
yeah,
a decent sized building. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm excited to see how this all works out, and I'm really looking forward to like being able to go into those police stations.
Yeah. Oh, and you can get onto the roof through a ladder here. Nice.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
uh
like air horns or whatever. I think I saw that at
yeah.
another building you were on. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
like it's pretty much like a whole military zone for
Yeah.
like both sides
Hey!
from I've seen. Like there's multiple uh like military encampments. The shootout area is pretty much the center of the map. Um,
Oh, okay.
so it's not like on the edge or anything.
Yeah.
Uh, like kind of like Sogbrook, right? But I'm very curious how it's going to play out because it's one thing to right like just run in by yourself or even like go in with like a couple partners type thing. Um, it is going to be interesting because there's all sorts of different areas where it's like wide open spaces or it's like there's trees and it almost feels like you're on battery type thing on the forest side of battery. um so it is it there's some feel that like it's like Phil Canton, right? Because there's a like a rocky area. Some of the exits are super wide open, like literally I think it's the northern and the southern one where it's like 50 meters wide and it's literally like a giant like canal where you have nothing to hide. So it's like you
Cool.
have the airdrop, you're running, and it's like you might
Yeah.
have someone on your rear, and uh, you definitely want to bring a sniper. I think on this
Yeah,
map.
for sure.
So,
Cool.
but yeah, it feels massive.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Next is we're going to talk about the L96 a little bit. I'll just show the stats on it and there's I think in there's like a black skin. There's the various full color ones you can get from the shop, and so
Yep.
this is what it looks like just on the black skin sitting on the wheel. So it's a nice looking gun for sure. And then if you look at its stats, it same ammo as the Parker Hale looks like.
Yeah.
Did it vary much between the two?
Uh, yeah, it's slightly better than the Parker Hale in every category. Like
Okay.
one thing to note. So this update too, they've relabeled effective range to muzzle speed, the third
Oh yeah,
category down.
you're right.
Um,
Okay.
so Parker Hill, I believe, is 960, and uh, the L96 is uh, oh sorry, it's 920, and the muzzle speed for this one is 1,000. The rate of fire is actually quicker on the Parker Hill though.
Okay.
It is
A little quicker
90.
to yeah.
Yeah. Uh, but the base damage is better on the L96 just by a little bit because the pH is 46. So
Yeah. And the Parker Hale's a little lighter too. Like this one's
yeah,
6.7. Parker Hale's I think I show you saw it there is 5.1. So okay, not bad. And
yeah,
then yeah,
it
DJ will show us in the shooting range how it performs.
yeah, and
That's
it packs a punch. Like within like a certain range, it's like a one shot. The scope is very clear. It is very nice.
yeah, that's a nice scope. Yeah.
Probably my favorite one. M21's like probably the my previous favorite, but it definitely feels good. And in all honesty, I don't know why you would keep a Parker Hale over this one. Uh, so it's like if you need materials, I would delete some Parker Hales
Yeah,
because it is that good. And like uh War Dog killed me within like 50 meters with a single shot,
yeah.
uh, with no armor. And it's like obviously there's damage drop off and whatnot, but it is very good. Is very accurate. The scope itself, like it's almost like a laser from within. It's hard to tell like distance wise here at the
There's
shooting
much
range.
bullet drop, you mean? Yeah, like shooting
Yeah,
at the
there
farthest one.
yeah, there's not a lot of bullet drop. Like if we go here, like
Yeah, it
there's
almost
little to no bullet drop.
from this range anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So it is very good. Like honestly, I'm thinking it might be the best sniper once it comes out. The only difference is like the firing rate of the SVD compared to this or the M21
Right.
are much quicker. But uh, I honestly want to say like this is probably going to be like one of the top snipers, if not the top sniper, once it comes out.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to check it out. Fun. Then as we were going through the different list of the what's come out, there was the shelter upgrade animation. So we'll show you what that looks like now. Um, so as you're upgrading your shelter, yeah, you spend your resources to do the next upgrade, and yeah, now it plays like a little animation, which is kind of cool. Well, a bit more involved animation, I should say.
Oh yeah, it is. It is pretty
Shows
cool.
you going around it. It's kind of cool. Yeah. And then it gives you the ability to see before and after.
Yeah.
Um,
And, and yeah, so you can see it from different sides as well, not just the one side of the shelter.
yeah,
Because beforehand, it was like literally like it was almost like a before and after picture that you would see. And then my understanding too is if so, when you're in your shelter menu, Doc, um,
yeah,
with all your builds, and then you have like the little numbers for the shelter levels.
yeah.
If you go and switch your shelter level, the animations should actually activate
That'd
as
be good to
well.
see then, because yeah,
So
those of us who have finished the shelter, it'd be nice to be able to go through and see the different
yeah,
progressions and how the animations play out.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm looking to see it. It is very cool what they did. It wasn't something that I was expecting or anyone else I think was expecting, but it's nice. It looks good.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Okay. Um, Other things that they're doing this season that's coming is a few tweaks to the crates. So when you're in an encounter, it used to be the default, base crate was common. Now it's going to be uncommon.
Yeah,
They said in the dev stream, common crates will still exist, so you'll get them as rewards or whatever. Maybe when you're doing certain challenges, it could have a common crate. So there's still ways to get the common
yeah,
crates. It might even be like level rewards based on how you do and shootout and
yeah.
that kind of thing, because they've always had the different types of things you could get.
Yeah. The weekly food donations, you're going to get them from
Yeah.
there too.
That's right. Food donations gives you all the different ones. But now, when you go to an encounter, it's starting base at uncommon, and
Yep.
then 8 boosts, and then the very end one being 2 special issues and a rare. So you actually will end up with 3 crates if it gets boosted all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the previous update that they did to like boosting basically got rid of the common crate after the fourth boost, because it
Right.
would go from the special issue or yeah, special issue to a special issue and an uncommon.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's nice to see. Like I'm wondering if this is it for what they meant, like the love for the encounter airdrop, or if there's more to
Mhm.
come. But
Maybe.
it is a first step.
Yeah.
Maybe more. I don't know because again, like yeah, you're going to start off with an uncommon crate, Uh, but again, it's like the rewards again for shootout or like a limbs is a big one, right? It is
Yeah.
so much easier to go to into limbs and even get like a rare crate because you could get
Mhm.
absolutely destroyed and you could still have a decent shot at getting a rare crate, and you're not even risking anything, right? So
Yeah.
we'll see if there's more, but they did mention encounter airdrops we're going to get some love, and this is this is uh,
Mhm.
this is it. Well, maybe not
Yeah.
it, but something.
Well, that's something. It's a start. Hopefully,
Yeah,
it's a start.
yeah,
Maybe there'll be more coming eventually, which would be nice.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, let's see what else. I think we mentioned this pop-up so that you know when your shelter needs collection, so you'll get notified if we didn't
yeah.
mention it, that you need to go in and collect stuff. So if you're not one of those people who do it, regularly, like I do, like the first thing I do is like run in and collect all my stuff. So, but it's good. And then the last thing I think we should show you is the when you go to do your loadout, how they've changed the weapon categorization. So I'll bring that up here. Um, DJ is going to show us. This is going to be kind of a quality of life improvement, which is going to be nice.
Yeah. So now, pretty much, like in the cosmetic shops, all your rifles are categorized. So it's like if you have a rifle challenge, you could easily go in here and
Yeah,
find it. uh I know it kind of looks weird, the sorting, but because I have
it's
no
because of what,
plans.
yeah, what he's
Yeah,
unlocked in the base like of
it,
this. Yeah.
yeah, that's why it's all sorted kind of funky.
So is it
But
like it looks like it's sorted by rarity, like normal,
yeah,
up into what you have, and then it has the rest of the stuff below.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And what you can
exactly.
make has a little thing on it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I could craft a VSS here, so that's why it's above everything else, and
Yeah.
then it goes by special issue, right? All the stuff I don't have plans. But yeah, so every category is done like that. So like I said, if you have like a challenge, it's easy to sort through them, or if you know which
Hmm.
weapon you want and you know the category, boom, it's a lot easier to find now. So it's very nice,
Sure.
and it's something we've been asking for some time, and it's
Yeah.
good to see.
It will make, well, I guess not necessarily harder, but like where I was recently to switch things up, I would choose an ammo type, and then I would start at the bottom of that ammo type, like whatever weapon, the
Okay.
common rarity of it, start using that, get a kill, then I'd move up to the next weapon. A little bit harder now, because it's based on categories. You can still do it. It's just,
Yeah.
you start with a category that has that ammo that you're trying to do, and then move up to the next category or whatever. But and they still in the categories sorted by rarity, so you could do all the shotguns. Well, shotguns are shotguns, so it's whatever. But like say machine guns and assault rifles, and rifles that maybe all use the same type of ammo, and you could go from category to category as you're if you're doing something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it is nice. I like that. I do like it. It cleans it up a lot because before it's just one big list of all your weapons, starting from gold all the way down to common, right?
yep.
So now that you can actually expand the categories, it makes everything a little bit smaller. It makes it easier to get to what you need
Yep. Easier to
for
find.
sure.
It's fantastic. Um,
Yeah,
and I think that's pretty much it. The only thing I'd
yeah.
like to note too, uh, we didn't get a new consumable this year, or
Yeah.
this season. Uh,
The season. Yeah,
but they
it could be
said,
like a year in vigor. A season's like a year in vigor.
uh, not
Yeah,
not that much, but I would argue like we got minefields, and that's kind of like
yep.
a consumable
Well, and
in
we
my
got a new
opinion.
map too, right? So
Yeah.
you
Well,
get a new map, you don't have to necessarily have a new consumable. Even though with Kirsten they
well,
gave us the
Eh,
the
well,
bombs,
no,
the monkey
pretty much
bombs.
every season there's been a consumable, at least one new
Yeah,
weapon, right? Even
yeah,
if there is a map, but literally, like this is the first time in I think ever that there hasn't been a new consumable. And honestly, there is quite a few consumables already out there, so it, I don't think it's a big deal. But like I said, we got landmines, and I think that is a tool in itself, and I love the fact that they've added it to the game.
yeah. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I can't wait to see how this all plays out. And and get to try it all out. So should be fun.
Yep, definitely. I'm excited to
Yep.
see how like the games go on Myren for the most part because I don't know how it's going to play out for the various playstyles. I think it's going to help looters because like from what I've seen, the loot is actually like uh pretty good. There's some good loot spots. Uh, it's like is someone going to just run around with adrenaline shots as usual? It is massive, so it's are they going to be able to get across the map and find all the people that they want to hunt and kill? So,
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's it. That's season 15 coming up,
Yep.
Chronicles Salvation. And again, no new cassettes with this one, so they no
Yep.
additional lore yet. Um and nothing, no real hints of anything new coming, so who knows if we'll
No,
get more, but maybe in the future. You never know.
but the last season they surprised us at the mid-season update
That's true.
with cassettes too. So who knows? Maybe we are going to get cassettes.
Or
I don't know,
vinyls.
or vinyls.
Which one was it? It was mid-season we got, I think it was the vinyls. I think, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It might have been. Oh,
But
okay.
anyways,
But there we go. We've been talking. So
actually,
it's
no. Actually,
oh,
it would have been with the season update because it was a seasonal challenge. Was it not?
uh to get all the vinyls?
Yeah. Or was
Maybe it
that the
could have been
following
this
season?
season. I don't
But
know. I thought it was the previous season. I could have swore it was the previous
okay.
season. Yeah.
Anyway.
Because most of the other collectibles I already had, but it was this one where I was like one away.
Yep.
Or maybe I was two away at the beginning. I don't remember, but I'm one away now. So
Yep. All right.
all right. But there we go. Thanks again for listening. Can't wait till the season starts, and then we'll see out there on the new maps. But again, I'm Dr. Anton.
And I'm DJ Spencer.
Please like, share, and subscribe. But stay safe in the Outlands, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
I've heard you say you lost your way again. You don't see your and flame, flame up your dream. I know you'll find your way. You must be calm anyway. Grab your chance and flame, flame up your dream.